everyone, and welcome to another episode of the 50s Chicks podcast. I'm Anna Lee.
And I am Patricia.
And as usual, we want to remind everyone to do self care every day.
Every day, take care of yourself. It is imperative if you're going to be out here in these streets.
Yes.
You're going to have to take care of your mental and emotional well-being.
It is pretty brutal. And actually, in today's episode, we're going to talk about how brutal things can be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yes. What else were you gonna say?
No, I was going to say as if we don't know.
Oh, we know. We know full well how brutal it can be. And unfortunately, the person who wrote the Reddit that we're going to talk about, which is, what was the name of it? Wish we could be kinder to each other. Wish we could be kinder to each other. When I first read that, I thought, oh, yes, I agree with that statement. That is so true, because then we wouldn't need so much self-care if everybody was kinder to each other.
For sure.
So we read that and thinking, I was in that mindset, but then I started reading it.
Yeah.
And in reading it, it was a male about our age range.
In the age group. Yeah.
Said that he had gone out on a date with a female, I'm assuming about the same age.
Same age group. Yeah.
They had met on one of these, dating sites, went on the date. He said the date was fine. They had a nice time, despite apparently the fact that she was too large for his taste.
I don't know if
she was weighted. Well, he said something about
something
her
to
weight.
indicate that she was
not
overweight.
Yes, and then also saying that she wasn't as well off financially,
right,
as she was.
Yes.
And I forget what else, if there was anything.
No, I think those were the two things that he said.
But he said they had a nice time, when he said that then he goes on the sites and he saw that she unmatched him, which apparently, I mean, she didn't do anything else. She didn't say something nasty or anything.
she in fact, from my memory, she gave him a nice message.
Yeah.
Like
it's some kind of standard.
Like she had a nice time.
Nice to meet you, but not a match
but
kind
we
of
weren't
thing.
A match.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he was apparently very, very miffed about this. And I'm going to say he felt some type of way.
Yes, and he was saying that was what she did was unkind, which is crazy because that was the kind thing. She did not ghost him.
Yeah.
She said, had a nice time, but she didn't feel that they were a match. Like, what did he expect?
I'm not sure what the unkind part was.
The unkind part was that he got his feelings hurt because, God forbid, someone that is overweight and not in his socioeconomic status would unmatch him.
Mm-hmm.
He felt that he was the one that should have been doing the unmatching. How dare she?
He could not tolerate.
She was so beneath him.
Yes.
Like, how
and
dare
here
she?
She's dumping him.
Yes.
And we applaud her.
Yes.
Applaud.
Yeah.
Because she used her power.
Yeah.
And she probably felt that whole date. She probably felt his attitude toward her, which was also reflected then in his
message,
that he was so above her.
Like she was beneath him. Of course she felt that, because I'm sure he made it clear to her, and everything he said did.
Yes.
And she felt it, and she did like we should be doing,
Yes.
picking up on those signals and then
Up and
making the decision to walk away. And that's what she did.
if it's clear that he's not into you, be that.
Yes.
Don't.
Say, okay, yeah, I got it. You know,
Yes.
there we go.
Don't
Had a
stay
nice
for
time.
the mistreatment and the.
Definitely.
No.
Or just for the you know, the message. Just do it yourself. Why wait for it? You know it's coming. You know that it wasn't a match, and she did it. She did all the things.
Yes.
And
she
to her
did it in a
credit,
kind way. Like
very
he could have been
kind.
nasty and said some nasty stuff about how,
How
she
she-
felt
yes,
about it, but no,
yes.
she was just saying,
Yeah.
no, it's not a match.
It's not a match. And there
And
you go.
Now, obviously, since he removed it, because he got a lot of backlash.
Yes, he did. We should read some
So
of
yeah, we
the
should. He got
the
so much
responses.
backlash that he just removed the whole thing because he couldn't take. He probably
handle
couldn't.
it. He couldn't handle it.
Now he's been dumped and he's getting backlashed on. So yeah,
He
it
couldn't
was
handle it
it was
because
double.
he thought because he's so great and wonderful that everyone would understand that he was mistreated,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
which was crazy to me.
One person said, it's ugly how he even fat shamed her while asking for people to be nice.
Right.
Sounds like he felt she wasn't good enough for him, but was miffed when she unmatched, then went on full projection mode and mentioned her financial status
Yes.
and weight.
And that was not even necessary.
And then bragged, because, we forgot that part.
That part.
He bragged that he reconnected with an ex-girlfriend.
And he said a wonderful,
Yeah, poor girl also, because she's gonna get, that ain't gonna work out in the long term.
Well, it was an ex, so.
But still, yeah, but that's gonna X and
oh yeah, again,
off.
it's gonna X again because it X for a reason.
Yes.
And he had to mention that. Well, no worries, because I have this wonderful ex-girlfriend that is just, all about me.
Yes, no, not because he had to put that into that because he couldn't just be the dumb guy. He had to put in that, now he's in a happy relationship again, so no worries for him.
Although he was out dating someone while he was dealing with his ex.
The day before, yes. Somebody said, frankly, you're the one who's being unkind and judgmental.
Yeah.
She probably sensed that you
Definitely
thought
she
you were
did.
better than her. She
Definitely.
didn't really lose anything, considering how you're talking about her here.
Yes.
Somebody says, you don't see the irony here, do you?
He didn't. It was way over his head. But you know what he sees now? The irony of it.
Yeah.
Because he took it off the thread because he got tired of the backlash. As well, he should have gotten the backlash because he was delusional and he needed a dose of reality.
Doesn't sound like she was being mean to you. Sounds like you two had a first date and she didn't do anything wrong by piecing out via the app.
Yeah.
As is her right. Women have to consider all sorts of extra security factors when rejecting someone, so doing via the app was probably her being polite and safe. And it was probably the safest way to.
And that is a reason why women don't, tell a guy face to face because they don't know this could be some nut.
Well, and this person also says, was it because she did it first?
Yes. That's exactly why he wanted to be able to ghost her out or just to tell her. He wanted her to reach out to him so that he could snub her out, but she beat him to it.
She goes, curious what your plan was with this whole thing.
Yes,
if he wasn't your cup of tea either.
Exactly.
And she has an edit. The more I think on this, I lean toward the one that posted it. His fragile ego being hurt when the fat poor lady decided she was better off without him. Good for her.
That's what it was. And it is so funny to me how everybody could see that but him. Because he was so butthurt that this person who he believed to be lower than him,
Yes.
that he was only giving her a chance to even be in proximity to him, that how dare she decide that he's not
loved
good
it.
enough for her.
Somebody rewrote it in real terms.
Oh, did they?
Quote unquote. I went on a near pity date with a woman who wasn't really good enough for me, and she had the unmitigated gall to reject me, before I could dump her for somebody I viewed as a superficially better. Yes.
That was it. Good for them.
Yes.
But that is what that was all about. That was it. He was upset because everyone knows you can decline to continue any further contact. And that was the nicest way that you can do it. There was nothing wrong with what she did, other than in his mind, he should have done it before her because he was better than her in his mind.
Oh my God. There's been several rewrites.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I don't really know. What does that mean? This gross woman had the temerity to reject me, a richer, slimmer, hotter man with way more options than she has. Why is the world such a cruel place to hot, rich men like me? Why must I suffer so? Cue the tiny violin.
That was it. Spot on. Yes.
I love the rewrite.
And that's why he had to tuck tail and run, because he recognized, okay, I need to get out of here because this is not going to get any better for me.
Yes.
But I'm glad they did it. I'm glad she did it. I wish I could hug that girl because she is a good example of how we need to be moving.
And here's another one, and it kind of sums up how everybody sees it. Your post doesn't seem very kind. It seems like you want to give the impression that you were too good for her, and now putting her down to devalue her because she rejected you.
Yes, that's exactly it.
That kind of sums that up because, dang. Yeah, and he got so much feedback and so that he
couldn't handle it.
It down.
He tucked tail and ran like he should have. Yeah. And he should not.
What was he expecting, I wonder? People going like,
say,
oh dear, I wish too that we were kinder in the world.
Why did she do that?
Oh,
how awful.
How you must suffer.
Yes, you poor thing. You're slim, rich self. Yes.
The hardships he must be going through.
Oh my gosh, I can't.
But now he's with his hot girlfriend.
Yes, his
hot
ex-girlfriend that she broke up with him for some reason.
Yeah, and oh my God, and then she's gonna dump him again because she took him back for a minute.
If that's even true, if it's real, who knows?
Actually, it sounds more like something he had to put in there just to
save,
lift himself up, to save face.
Yeah, to save face. Because God forbid,
he couldn't get dumped.
This girl, whoever she is
our hero now. Because
that's how we all need to be moving.
Yes,
just
if
like
you
that.
feel this vibe when you're on that first date,
and you know it,
don't wait for it.
Don't wait for him to say no. You already know it.
Yes,
let him know.
Yes, and you'll save yourself so much. Oh,
yes, all the disappointments. You don't let them get up.
Yeah,
if you can alleviate it by taking the power and doing that, of it. It just makes you feel so much better.
Yeah.
So
we recommend for sure.
Definitely, she did that.
She did a good thing.
She did that thing,
and I'm glad he posted.
Yes, I'm glad too. Well, I'm glad for him that he did that. That he gave us an example of how we need to be moving. helping.
Yes.
Because that's it.
Yes.
That is it.
Loving it.
And everybody else is loving it.
And we would love to hear your comments on this because this one is a good one.
That's a good one.
Loving it. I want to hear what you got to say. Was there anything else you wanted to say about it?
No, just to repeat that is a good example of self-care. That girl is fully hydrated.
Yes, she is.
She's moist from her hydration.
Yeah.
That's a hydrated lady.
Yes, she is.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Loving it. Loving it. We are a podcast on Spotify. We are on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube,
give us a
thumbs up.
And leave a comment.
We get fireworks.
Leave us everything.
Comment and subscribe.
Yes.
And let's see.
And if you have a question that you would like us to answer,
yes,
to leave a Q&A in your comment.
Yes. And we're also on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter.
Twitter, yes. And Facebook.
Yes.
Facebook.
And we're actually also on Reddit. Our Reddit is Women Over 50 Dating.
There you go.
So sign up for that too and join the conversation there.
Yes.
And until next time, don't forget to live,
laugh,
and connect. We're going to try it.
Yes, we are.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Till next time. Bye-bye.